This device proves to the pilot that his senses of direction cannot be relied upon when he is unable to see sky or earth. I shall demonstrate this to you. Which way are you turning?
I'm turning right. I'm turning right.
What's the instrument
I'm turning right. The instrument says right. I'm turning right. I'm turning right.
Instrument.
The instrument says right. I'm turning right. I'm stopped. The instrument says right. I'm turning left. The instrument says right. I'm turning left. The instrument says right. I'm turning left. The instrument says 0. I'm stopped. Well, I don't know whether I believe the instrument or myself in this case.
There were some pilots who said, I can fly into a cloud and clouds and not worry about it. I can fly by the seat of my pants. Not true. Anyone who got into clouds eventually would have vertigo, not know which way was up, and they would spin in and kill themselves. It was one of the great barriers to reliable air transportation. And Jimmy was the one who proved that you could fly entirely blind.
He practically designed the instruments that were used. He said he went to different companies and said, I want this kind of an instrument working with this kind, so that you would have an artificial horizon and you would have some idea of how you were turning, even if you couldn't see anything. And so it was a two-place aircraft, and it was given an extra size wing, so it was very stable. There was another pilot involved who could see at all times. And they had a hood over Jimmy's cockpit. Then the problem was they were waiting for fog.
Well, about 6 o'clock one morning, my mechanic awakened me and said, the fog we've been waiting for is in. You can hardly see your hand in front of your face. So we pulled out the airplane, and I took off and made the first flight in a real 00 fog. About that time, word had gotten to Harry Guggenheim. He said, like to see a blind flight. I said, well, I'll make this one without Ben. He said, no, he said, you put Ben in there because there may be some airplanes around. And so Ben Kelsey rode in the front of the airplane and with his hands up, and I closed the hood and took off and landed with Ben Kelsey with his hands showing. The only thing I could see was my instrumentation, my instrument board. And it was lighted up electrically, little electric lights, so I could see it.
That was truly the beginning of modern commercial aviation. That's why we can fly to California overnight if necessary, or you can fly through fog. And this also was very important in flying during World War II, when we had to do some of the flying at night. So this beginning of the whole, I think, the American aviation industry, they still use somewhat the same instruments, even in jet planes.